Greetings, hi, TheWarOwl greets you, and I'm going to be showing you here once again another 5 vs 5 Counter-Strike Global Offensive match. And this one is going to be between 3D Max and Team LGB. Because we've been in sort of a drought, sort of a dry spell for Counter-Strike Global Offensive matches here in the new year, at the start of it, I went back in time to find this one to show two teams I usually do not show, or we haven't seen very much from. 3D Max, the German team, and LGB, the Swedish team there, as you can see by the flag. Alright? And they will be playing on the map Cache, another map that isn't very often seen on my channel. So here they go, starting this game. And it looks like 3D Max did in fact win the knife round, so they will decide what side they will start on. I'll resume when they're ready. Alright, and looks like both of the teams are ready now to start this half, and it looks like 3D Max has chosen the CT side first. Cache is a pretty even map, and a different map than the other ones in its layout, a little bit unique. And it looks like Terrace on this first round are just going to be full out rushing bomb site A, so here is Cly here to hold it off. Terrace now bursting into the side. Look at that excellent headshot. And looks like Dennis was not looking where he was going. Troubly going down as well. Now going to be a 3 vs 3 retake here on this site. Counter Terrace trying to make something happen. They've lowered the health on all 3 of those players. It's still anyone's game at this point. And first round so important. And Stavros takes a very hard hit to the head here. And here is Humps going to be climbing up the ladder there, up on top, and trying to sneak in the side. Only one left, and it looks like Team LGB will take the first round. 1 point there, going to the Terrorists. We're moving on to round number 2. Terrorists will be able to buy here. Should be buying in order to protect against any sort of second round buy that 3D Max tries to do. And they will. We have AK-47s and Galils and even a P90 here on this player for this round. And looks like they're putting that P90 at middle. And it looks like Counter-Terrorists actually have done the P250 armor strategy. Terrorists taking middle quite aggressively here. Terrorists do not. Yeah, looks like they are going to be trying to take bomb site A. Here is Troubly and Strux. By the way, yes, I'm trying to block out the avatars. Someone had a little bit of an inappropriate avatar. And had to make sure that wasn't seen on YouTube. Alright, and we do have Team LGB taking round number 2 now, 2 points up against 3D Max. 3D Max this round will not be buying. P250 armor strat did not work, so they'll be going for a 4th round buy. Alright, LGB buying up their weapons this time. It'll be an easy round, nice and easy here, and it looks like they are going to be boosting a player up here at middle. We do have Mikel grabbing a frag off of Strux through the smoke. Troubly gets a free kill there on Pyth. Nice job. And, wow, another kill there by these pistoling players. They're actually doing an excellent job. 2 of them left, 2 vs 3 on a save round. And Cly here has grabbed a Galil. So he's got a weapon, no armor. Terrace still heavily favored, but Counter-Terrorists are doing a very good job of evening this up here. The final confrontation. So we see the bomb rotating around to go B side. Cly going to be sneaking up from behind them. You have Humps, does get taken down. Now just going to be Cly. All he can really hope for at this point is to get a few frags. And it looks like he wants to be saving this Galil.
Bomb has been planted.
It's a situation like this where the player generally would want to go for exit frags, just trying to get any more frags to even it up for the next round. Next round his team should be able to buy anyway. So he's hiding with this thing and trying to save him. We see Terrorists are still actually trying to hunt him down. He still has an advantage, an advantage of hiding, you know. They do not know where he is, and he knows that Terrorists could be creeping around to try to find him. He does hear that player on his right there, setting up to try and grab this frag. It'll be huge for him if he's able to pull this off. Bomb will explode shortly. And he will go for it! Does not get the kill, but he will save that weapon for the next round. If we check out the money, Counter-Terrorists most definitely will be able to buy on this round. So he's able to liberate a Galil there, was not able to pick up any extra frags. Still a very good save round there for 3D Max. All right, very interesting to note. We have Cly buying the AUG here, an Antonized Navy version. Very interesting he decided to buy this. Most players will not, because it's not a good economic decision to purchase this thing. And, of course, he was able to save that Galil here for his teammate, not buying an M4. It does have a scope on it, so it's good for, I guess, the longer distances, or, I don't know. It's just not worth the extra money, because guess what? With a helmet, it is still a 2-hit kill to the head. All right, and we have terrorists now taking position middle, have traded, so we're down to 3 versus 3. Strux avoiding some wall bangs there. Terrorists still at middle. Humps will be sneaking up on them at this point. And looks like he's going to go for the pick there. Pipes is at middle, and looks like he is getting wall banged. Down to 16 health. Now it's going to be Clyde to sneak up from behind. Will be scoping in with that thing, but he does go down to a better scoped weapon, the AWP. And very expensive weapon buy for that player. Will be all for nothing. All right, Helms now looking at middle. He can get a headshot here, and he does. Able to dink that player with a nice headshot. Strux waiting for these players to come through there. Bomb is down inside of B. So, yeah, that player does have to go for it, and Strux will grab that frag. 3D Max able to take back 1 point. All right, and I believe that player there is Olaf. Some of these players using very interesting names for themselves. And we do have 3D Max here on this round. That they were able to win, we're able to buy. Team LGB still able to buy as well. Another buy versus buy, and they're setting up for a very fast A-take. 3D Max taking a long time to get ready for this round inside of their spawn, trading weapons and such, and just able to get here in time and throw those defensive smokes down. Terrorists are almost able to take this site effortlessly. Cly, for some reason, with a pistol out. Does he have a primary weapon? Oh, is able to take him down with a 5-7. Now the only player inside of the site does get taken down, flips over backwards, and Pie throws out a nice shot. Troubly trying to retake this site. Players moving in from all sides. Stavros gets taken down. Here is Holmes. And counter-terrorists not able to push into the site. Will be forced to pull back. Will be saving those weapons. Alright, we have 2 players saving 2 weapons for the next round. They will be able to make something happen, but it doesn't look like counter-terrorists will be able to buy. So, another round that Team LGB has a great chance. On CT side, it doesn't help as much to keep your players together. You need to spread out and watch all possible ways that the terrorists can attack from. So when you have just a few players with weapons, it's not as useful to have those players, of course, players without weapons standing behind them to pick up the weapons when they do go down. However, that's not stopping 3D Max as they purchase yet again another weapon, a FAMAS here. They are going all out, spending all of their money on this round, and are able to somehow irk out another buy round here on a round that they probably should have had to save. And look at this, they are actually able to get armor with helmets as well. Terrorists just going to be doing a B-side push, and that is going to be that. Stavros coming in from the other side with 2 nice FAMA shots. Does take those players down. Terrorists do have position inside of the site, though. Stavros trying to hold it off. Another 2 frag there from 3D Max, doing a good job. Now just 1 player left. That is going to be Skyton. And Skyton inside of the site, not watching out for Cly. Very sloppy take there by Team LGB. They did have a very strong 5-man take. Were able to push into the site, but players just get picked off from positions they were not looking. Of course, Cache is a difficult map to just move around, because as you can see, there's so many different little nooks and crannies where players could just be hiding, little cheap spots all over the map. And that goes for like every single position on this map. There's little places like that. So it's difficult to, especially when you don't have a lot of experience on the map, to figure out good positioning. Alright, 3D Max here will be buying on this round. Terrorists forced to save. They've got 1 AK-47 though. Going to be doing an Eastern European buy here for this round. 1 player already has been picked. And looks like Olaf able to take down Skyton with the Soul AK-47, evening this thing up to a 3 versus 3. And Dennis able to pick up a weapon as well. Looks like this is going to be a huge upset round here against 3D Max. Troubly moving in, is able to take down Olaf. Now a 2 versus 2 for the retake. And should be waiting for his teammate. Instead, will be going for it here. Cly taking a little bit of extra time. Trouble playing the field, does able to take out Pyth, a nice shot. Puts it into a 1 versus 1, and there's the shot. Cly out of nowhere takes out Dennis, lurking around the map. Takes time to go and grab the bomb defusal kit, and he will be defusing that bomb for the win here. Putting this score nearly even here, giving 3D Max 3 points. It was a nice retake by 3D Max. They didn't do it together. And a 4 frag from Trouble. Let's get an Owl Vision. Lovely. Always fun to watch those. We move on to the next round here. By the way, yes, my voice is different. I am sick. I do have a cold. So keep your comments to yourself on that matter. Nothing I can do about it, but I'm trying to bring you content here, trying to bring you Counter-Strike Global Offensive for the new year. And here is Troubley. Gonna be watching this alley to middle. And 2 terrorists here. Know that a player is going to be here at this headshot position over that box. He's got players on either side of him now trying to hold down this site. Cly watching aim main does go down. This leaves Troubley open. 2 attacks from both sides. And Troubley moves further into the site. Does get smoked out. Now going to be a 3 versus 2 here. Terra's taking position on the other side of the map. Looks like they are going to be trying to go to B with that bomb. Humps has moved into position here. Oh, now rotating back to A? No, just made it seem like he was. Terrorists had a chance there to take bomb site B. Instead, we'll be rotating back to take A. 3D Max split themselves up across the map. 1 player in each site. Here is Strux watching A main. He can also watch the squeaky door from here. And Terrace getting ready to take this site. 1 player, 3D Max inside of B, should start to rotate. Strux, though, is able to even this thing up here. And here is Dennis. If he's able to take this frag. Oh, we already have a rotating player. And Strux lurking around the side, leading Dennis on a merry chase. Is able to take him down and even up the game 4-4. 3D Max has come back, is now in this thing. Alright, they are able to buy this time. Humps with an op. We'll see where they're going to be playing an op on cash. A good place to use an op is middle. Of course, Team LGB is forced to save this time. Op not the best weapon to use against saving players just because of the high risk. And looks like he's going to be going for a pick position here. But it doesn't matter. Terrace will not be going that way. Instead, we'll be trying to take middle. And will be going down. Ooh, Pyth in a forward position. Going after an Opper. P250 long range against Opper. And actually, Strux does not have an op playing middle. Opper's, of course, over at B. And Pyth does go down. Now going to be a 2 versus 1. Look at this. Olaf able to grab a weapon and sneak around the back. And Skyton goes down. And that will be that. 3D Max now takes the lead here, putting up the walls of defense on CT side. Now we'll see if they put this op in the same position this time. You can play op at middle on this map, but it's so easy to smoke out middle that there really is no reason op is usually played at B. Alright, Stavros probably going to jump down here. Oh, both players jumping down, putting nobody upper, and Hump's going to be playing the exact same position. Terrace have not really been splitting a lot, haven't really been playing the map very much on this. Instead, they've just been pushing certain positions, being very aggressive here. And looks like they're saying, alright, let's go A side, trying to boost Dennis up, but failing at it over and over again. A little bit embarrassing there. Dennis finally able to get boosted up. How is that? Just use your first name, Dennis, as your gamer tag there. Why not? I'm just gonna be Dennis. Screw it. Screw convention. Not gonna come up with a cool name like Mordecai X or something. Instead, I'll just be Dennis. And alright, Terrace will be taking the site here. There are counter terrorists in position. Troubley sneaking through the smoke. And will be taking them down. 3D Max now 6-4 takes another round, not allowing Team LGB to take anything. Team LGB will be buying up once again here, though. Do have enough money. Blue shell effect starting to kick in. They've lost enough rounds in a row. Team LGB may want to think about playing it a little bit safe on this map. They have been just completely committing. It's been sort of a rush map this entire time to one way or the other, just doing a strategy and sticking to it the entire time. Here they are now trying to take middle. Troubly taking 2 players down, 3 players down, just holding it off. Pyth going for the frag, does hit Troubly through that smoke finally, but it looks like another disastrous round here for Team LGB, not able to move forward. Oh, and he's balancing a nade on his face like it's a hacky sack, and Pyth does go down. And Team LGB loses yet again another point. 3D Max coming into the lead heavily here. Oh my. Alright, 7-4 now, 3D Max. Will be buying up, and we got another one of these Augs here on Cly. Very strange choice, once again, because it's also a 2-hit kill, just like the M4. There are negatives to it compared to the M4. It's a very expensive weapon, especially compared to that AK-47. And it looks like 3D Max is only going to be using this in lieu of the fact that they just have tons of money. They're able to buy it. Why not? If Clyde prefers it. Well, that's why you just do go down to a Galil, nonetheless. A Galil, which cost, I don't know, thousands cheaper. It's ridiculously cheaper than the AUG. Alright, looks like a good round for Team LGB, able to execute. Very nice A-take there. And taking out Humps at middle. Was able to trade. And another point there to the terrorists. And they did once again just do a bomb site take. Now this map, it's a little bit more difficult to go from like A site to B site, for example, as terrorists. The only place you can really rotate from one side to the other is if you're playing middle. And middle, looks like counter-terrorists have been able to take it down pretty well. And that's what I was talking about. That smoke can give position middle to counter-terrorists right off the bat. Alright, terrorists just going to be committing to this B push. And pushing in here. Instead, we'll be back over here at A. This is really strange. 3 players moving into A. They have position. Troubly just mowing them down. But, I mean, does it even matter? Bomb was down over at B. What was Team LGB doing there? That was a really strange strategy. We saw them with the bomb. A few players just run right into B and drop that bomb down dead. Lovely. And then 3 of their players went into A and then died. I don't know what they were planning there. That was really strange. Alright, they are able to do a Eastern European buy here. They all do have armor, and 2 of them do have refutable pistols. No, actually, no. What is that, a Glock there? Nope, and one of their pistolers do go down. You probably want to lead with your riflers so that the pistolers can pick up the rifles on the ground once they die. Here is Pyth now, is one of these pistolers. And look at this Cly sitting right around the corner, waiting for Dennis to peek in here. And Dennis checking that headshot position. Good smoke off, just trying to execute this really nice A-take there. They do not know about Dennis, want to flash into the site. There's the flash, waiting for it now. Flash into the site, will be pushing in. Check the corner where Dennis is, or where Cly is. Sorry, and Cly does go down. 2 versus 2 now for the retake. Very nice job by Cly to take out those 2 players. 2 for 1 sale. Now just going to be Humps left for the retake. And will he do it? He's got players on either side of him there. And trying to take the site. Nice job. Taking out Michael. Humps now inside of the site. Will be defusing that thing. Doing a fake defuse. That does just make that crazy sound. Pyth not going to be falling for it. Now pushes forward and takes out Humps for the win. Congratulations there to Team LGB coming back into this thing now in the last round. Round number 15 of this half. Able to put it pretty close to even if LGB is able to win this thing. It'll be 8-7, and that's kind of what you want to be shooting for as the terrorists on this map. So they're not doing a bad job. Look like they started to go farther behind, but it looks like it may be an even game here. Olaf playing op at B. Humps in position to pick him. Op fight. Nope. Almost there. Olaf. And, oh, is able to leg him there. Humps now. 40 health has been taken off of him. I think that was actually through the wall there. Little bit of an op battle. They know that that op is going to be playing there at B, while the rest of them do go A and drop the bomb and die. So of course that opper was a, I don't know, a distraction? A picking distraction? Very interesting they decided to do that. Terra's now rotating back. They do have to get that bomb. Cly is already on it. Boosted up in a difficult position to see when you go around that corner. Michael is in a precarious position. Players can push through middle and get behind him quite easily. And here comes Humps doing just that. And picking off Olaf. Now just going to be Michael left, and he does trade himself and go down. That's not what you want to do. 3D Max ends the half, 9-6, will be ahead, moving into the second half. All right, and we will return when these teams are ready. All right, moving on to the second half here. Pushing the limits on what a sick man's voice can handle. This cast, of course, answering the question of if WarOwl can do a cast without the voice. Can I handle it? Can I be entertaining and informative without the voice and keep you interested in the match that's going on? That is the question that will be answered. Up to you guys. Write in the comments if you think so, yes or no. All right. Pistol round here. Terrorist moving over at A side. Dennis at the truck waiting for them to push. Terrorists are heavy at middle. Counter-terrorist heavy at middle. Terrorists getting ready to take A site. Good smoke off there, but that shows their hand. Counter-terrorists starting to rotate around and take this site. Perfect smoke off. Smoke screen down across all of A. Counter-terrorists not able to make any headway into here. Pyth trying to sneak through. Catch a little bit of a glance at where these terrorists could be. Leaves himself exposed. Able to sneak by here over to the forklift. And good vantage point on these terrorists does go down. Very close retake. Counter-terrorist pushing forward. Now a 2 versus 2. 1 versus 2. Going to be up to Stavros. 1 versus 1. Incredibly close round here. An incredibly important round. Both players moving around and takes them down. Stavros with the kill. Puts 3D Max at 10 points. Wow, that was an incredibly close round. It went 3-3, 2-2, 1-1. All down to 3D Max winning that thing. That round was sort of a metaphor for the whole round or the whole game as a whole here, where these teams have been incredibly close. But in the end, it looked like 3D Max was able to pull ahead and win that thing. Maybe that will be the ending. Who knows? All right, we do have a save round here from Counter-Terrorists. Interesting place to try and run with your pistol at middle to catch the drop on them, doing a B push, I don't know. But Terrorists very wisely playing it safe, playing it slow here on Terrorist side when they have the huge advantage. And they've been able to pick off players off LGB who have been being very aggressive instead of sneaky. Here's Dennis being sneaky. Of course, he opens that door, he will show his hand. He does hear the Terrorist sneaking in past him, though. And opens the door, goes down, and oh no! Absolutely destroyed. Alright. Another round here, Counter-Terrorists. What are they doing? Okay, so they didn't go for the second round buy. They didn't go for P250 armor. Instead, they saved and went for this light buy third round. Usually as Counter-Terrorists, you try and do that fourth round buy. But this time, they are going to be doing a surprise buy, and they're going to try and catch their opponents off guard. We got Scouts and FAMASes. And if we check out the weapons, weapon advantage is going to be pretty even here. I mean, we look at this, 3D Max didn't upgrade. This Bazone is useless on this round. This is a very interesting round, and I'm interested to see what'll happen here. And Bazone, what are you gonna do with that thing? You've got to, well, I guess you gotta shoot your opponent 1,000,000 times, but unfortunately, Michael was not able to get any shots off on the Bazone player, despite a huge advantage. Goodness. Counter-Terrorists now to hold off this site. This buy may have just hurt their team big time. Cly wisely dropping the Bazone, picking up a FAMAS there. Now puts it into a 2 versus 2. It's once again very even. Pyth sneaking around the back at B. He made some noise so they know where he is. Counter-Terrorists will be engaging as one. Cly inside of that smoke did clear. Dennis, did get flashed and taken out. Now a 1 versus 1. Pyth versus Strux, and he does take him down. Nice job again. Again, another round that was so incredibly close. The weapon advantage was very close, and 3D Max was able to win it just by the slightest of margins in a 1 versus 1. All right, 3D Max now. 12-3, leading 2-1 against Team LGB. They've got an op on T side. Counter-Terrorists pushing forward at middle, doing this thing again. And getting destroyed. Skyton sneaking up around the side, trying to get a lucky shot off of these players. Bombs already inside of A, though, and he catches Troubly off guard. Can he connect? And he does. He seals the deal, takes out Troubly. 8 health left here on Skyton. Should be throwing this thing over to his teammate, Dennis. Who's at middle? Is nowhere near him. Oh, Clyde sneaking up on him. Does take him down with a pistol. How's that for poetic justice? Finally finds yourself a gun, and then you get taken down by a pistol. Goodness. All right. 3D Max now 13 points, pulling into the lead here against LGB, who's got to play comeback now. You got to play a comeback game. All right, Terrace now. Interesting to see where they decide to use this AWP, and they are going to use it once again here. At B, going for the AWP battle, does take out Michael. Nice shot. Dennis is still up, though. And he is rotating. He was playing middle with this thing. Rotate back to B. They have 2 players at B ready for this push. 2 terrorists waiting outside. They're rotating the bomb back, though. Juking that thing over here. Bomb still at middle. They can go either way. Stavros going to be trying to pick here around this side. Terrorists setting themselves up A side. Only 1 player inside of A. So, the trickery has worked. The trap has been set. Will they spring it? 3D Max taking it easy. Taking it slow. No, instead they're going to boost up middle. They are still able to take out Skyton, though, but that was very scary. They have 2 picks on their hands now. Oh, no. Just lost Stavros over at B. Terrace now taking middle. They can still go either way, but it looks like they are committing to A side. Pyth still in wait, but they've already rotated Dennis over here to hold off bomb site A. And look at this. This is a very strange thing they're doing here. Rotating back around, and now will be taking B. So committing to B, it's the right call at this time. Counter terrorists have been called for the rotate, but terrorists should be able to get into the site, take position, no problem. Olaf goes down. Hump setting themselves up for these rotators. Oh no, and there goes Dennis, finally having his off battle. Takes out Humps. You got 3 players left. Clyde, trouble he instructs inside of the site. Boom! Goes the nade. Love that pre-nade. Hitting Dennis down to 51. 3 terrorists for the retake here. And they definitely, 2 counter-terrorists. Have to kill 3 terrorists here for the retake. It's a difficult thing. Dennis going down to 17 health now. Pyth being aggressive. Grabs an op. Will be trying to save this thing. Terrorist trying to exit. Strux does go down. Cly in hot pursuit. And Pyth could grab the frag. Does take him down. Now just going to be trouble he left. Will be aggressing from here. Bomb will be off, giving 3D Max yet again another point. Trouble down to 2 health. Barely makes it out of there with his life. Incredibly close round. Nice job by those counter-terrorists getting those exit frags on a round that they were in huge trouble. They had 2 players picked very quickly. They were able to take out all 4 of 3D Max, and while they did lose a point, they were able to do as much as they could with what was left of that round. Alright, LGB taking middle. Here's Dennis now. Clyde grabs a frag, but they do not give up on middle just yet. Dennis pulling back, and have another pick across the map. So, 2 counter-terrorists picked once again. Looking bad for Team LGB. 3D Max setting themselves up for the win now. 14 points here. They only need 16 to win, of course. 2 rounds. If they win this round, what it looks like they are setting up to do, that'll be that, man. Setting themselves up. They have a tie or win situation. And there's Troubley right around the corner to the left from Pyth. He's got to hold off all of these players. Does have 1 teammate over there at car. I think that is going to be Michael. And no, that's actually Dennis. And Terrace getting ready to push in here. Pyth springs his trap, does trade himself. That's not what he wants to do. Dennis trades himself as well, and that'll leave a 1 versus 3 here for Michael. He really has to do this, and he's going for it. Umps takes him down with a pre-shot with that op. Not able to make anything happen, and 3D Max setting themselves up for the win now. Match point. And it is a very exciting match point because counter-terrorists are forced to buy whatever they can. And we got 2 AUGs here. We've seen lots of AUGs in this game. Very interesting, very strange that players are now using this weapon. Alright. Terrace boosting up once again. Skyton here in position though. And is able to take him down. Terrorists on a match point have just had a player picked, and this was a huge opportunity for them because we do see Olaf is forced to use that Mag 7. Oh, Michael gets picked over on the other side of the map. And here is Olaf with his Mag 7 to hold off bomb site A. getting in a forward position here. Is able to pick up a FAMAS, though, as terrorists made it look like they were going A. Instead, they rotated back. Will be doing a B take. Just going to be Dennis to hold that off. He does go down. Here comes Skyton. Can he do it? We have a 2 versus 4 here. Match point. Ooh, takes a pre-flash, but he is still going forward. This is the moment. That defines a player. 15 health left. Does go down, but they did so valiantly, and 3D Max wins that match. 16-6. Congratulations to 3D Max. Thank you, folks, very much for watching. I am the WarOwl, and I still have no closer.